possible to do very silly choices. It's possible to take the journey very not seriously at all. And as you're starting to wake up, you're starting to realize that there is a bigger truth going on. And you determine yourself to figure out what this truth is. Then you will notice that it takes a lot of energy. And it takes a lot of time. Ultimately, you want to be present here and now throughout the entire day. And it takes a lot of energy. And if you start doing this and spend a lot of energy doing the work and getting to know this matrix, for so to not do it anymore, or to take a break for a day even, or let's say 2 weeks, well, then you have already spent a lot of energy. You hadn't even gotten to the point where you have gained the consciousness of joy and happiness and why to choose it. You hadn't gotten to the point where you truly are happy and joyful all the time throughout the day. Well, then you have spent a lot of energy, and for them to not think about it anymore for 2 weeks, well, that's going to give you a lot of work to do before you have reached that level of frequency that you had reached before you chose to be ignorant for 2 weeks. And it's going to take a lot of energy to get yourself up to that frequency level again. So do you see how you, let's say that ultimately you started with a full synergy cell. You have spent a lot of energy gathering all the pieces of the puzzle, practicing staying calm, neutral, focused, centered, positive, happy. And then you stopped doing it again. So as you had raised your frequency like this, and then stopped, and lost all of this practice you had, well, you still have the same amount of energy, but now you have to use a lot of energy to get up to that same place. And you also have to use a lot more energy to get all the way up to where you actually complete the inner alchemy. And you gain infinite energy. So in that way you can of course deplete your synergy cell so much that you have to do certain things, at least to raise your synergy cell level again, to refill it. Of course you can fast for 7 days if you do it right, or you can be more aware of how you spend your energies. But it would have been a silly behavior anyway. When you realize that there is a bigger truth going on, you get very hungry for this truth. You really would want to know it. And the best thing would of course be to follow through, to work as hard as you need to work, to gain the clarity that you wanted to begin with.